Don't blink, at 10 years old you watch the whole world evaporate. The 1 minute you're a good kid, cereal in the bright kitchen. Next minute it's fluorescent lights, hospital air and 3 empty chairs. Yeah, you remember that it comes by. Your dad's watch stopped that night, stuck on stand 07 like time got scared and froze. You kept it anyway, like keep the metal could keep people. You didn't cry at first, you went quiet. It's our boys turning the plans and listen. You're gonna hear a lot of sorry, none of it brings them back. So you learn the first rule of power: when life takes everything, it doesn't ask permission. Three empty chairs still set like they're coming home. You talk to ghosts in a room full of phones. Dad's watch stuck at 10:07, no tick, no sign, but you're still breathing, so time's still mine. You don't heal pretty, you heal precise. You don't get saved, you pay the price. Fortune ain't kind, fortune respects the prepared. So stop asking for peace, make fear feel scared. 3 empty chairs, yeah, that's your proof. You were a kid and now you're the roof. You wake up in a different bed, different smell, different rules. So some lady calls you sweetheart, but you don't trust adults, you're not a fool. They say it'll be okay like it's a law, like it's a check they can cash. But you learn quick, people talk soft when they're hiding the crash. First night you stare at the ceiling, count them cracks like prayers. Second night you stop counting, start listening to stairs. Cause grief don't knock, grief just walks in. And you keep your shoes on like you might run again. At school they treat you like a headline. Poor kid, strong kid, how'd it happen? All that fake kindness. You nod, you smile, you swallow it clean. You realize sympathy is just curiosity, wearing the decent jeans. The teacher says write about your family. You freeze, your pen won't move, your throat won't breathe. You draw 3 chairs instead, no faces, no names. Everybody think it's hard, you know it's blamed. I'm the foster dad drinks not every night, but enough, and you're not a second language. Footsteps don't speak up. He's not evil, he's just empty, but empty still hurts. And you start acting grown, try to iron your own shirts. Some let you replay your mom's last voicemail. You don't delete it, you don't share it, you keep it like contraband. She said something at the end, a word you still can't hear, like the signal cause right where the truth would appear. You start walking home alone, hands deep in pockets. You keep dad's watch on you like a rock in a locket. You tap it sometimes like wake up please, but it stays there like it's teaching you what that means. At 11 you learn people don't love you for you. They love the version of you that doesn't make them feel guilty too. So you become easy, you become quiet, and you become the kid who says I'm good when he's not even trying. At 12 a kid jokes about your brother just once. You don't remember standing up, you just remember blood on someone's front. You get sent home, they call it anger issues. You call it loyalty with no outlet to use. They tell you to talk about it, you laugh. Talking don't fix funerals, talking don't bring back laughs. So you start saving your words like money and spending the silence like it's something they can't take from you. At 13 you meet a guy behind the gym, oh the calm eyes. He says I heard about you, you got that storm inside. He gives you a cigarette to cough, you hate it, you do it again. Because pain feels familiar and you miss your old skin. He says the world is a board, get pieces move for a reason. And that's the first time someone makes your suffering sound like deceiving. He tells you don't be till cure gets used. You don't breathe out loud, but your heart goes true. At 14 you'll find a shoebox in the closet, tick-tock. Your name on top, your hand shake like you're holding a bomb that might pop. You don't open it, not yet, because some truths are worse than me left. Three empty chairs still set like they're coming home. You talk your ghosts in the room full of phones. Dad watch stop at 10:07, no tick, no sign, but you're still breathing, so time's still mine. You don't get pretty, you heal precise. You don't get saint, you gain the price. Fortune ain't kind, fortune just likes to prepare. Just stop asking for peace, make fear feel scared. Three empty chairs, that's a groove. You were a kid, now you're the roof. By 15, you're learning faces like maps. Who lies with the teeth, who lies with the laugh? You start with your hairs, not mouths, because mouths sell dreams and so rouse. You get good at reading rooms, like Machiavelli with a hoodie, quiet, calculating the mood. You don't wanna be cruel, you just don't wanna be weak. In the world keeps confusing those two like it's a disease. You're still a good boy under it, somewhere deep, but goodness got you hurt, so you bury it where it can't be seen. You tell yourself it's temporary, just until you're safe. But safety becomes a hunger, and hunger starts changing your face. 16, you start skipping class, not because it don't, cause sitting still feels like dying slow, like you're waiting for another loss to come. You find a crew that doesn't ask questions, they don't say sorry, they say what's the mission. First time you steal something small, your stomach flips, you hate yourself for 10 seconds, then you love the grip. Now the item, the feeling you took something back when you've lost everything, control of the drug you stack. You tell yourself I'm not a bad kid, I'm just adapting, and that's how it starts. That's how the line gets thin without you even noticing the part. 17, you catch your reflection in the store window, you don't recognize the eyes, too sharp, too dumb. You start using charm like a blade, smiling while you measure what people would trade. A girl likes you for real soft, love, warm hand. She said you feel sad but safe, like she thinks she understands. You almost tell her everything you must do, but you hear your foster dad's voice in your head. Don't be a fool. So you keep her at the edge, echoes close and feels like a setup, like love is dead. And you hate that you're like this, but hate is easier than grief, and grief is the one thing you can't fix. Then your friend, the one you trusted with your nightmare, starts moving weird, starts disappearing, starts giving you stares. He asks about the shoebox like he knows it exists. You laugh it off, but your spine is that cold thing stiff. You get in the heaviest stuff, not proud, just real. Running errands, being useful, learning the streets appeal. You're not vying up for fun, you're vying up for boundaries, because nobody respected your pain unless I can with a warning. And here's the Machiavelli part you don't like admitting. You learn people obey for you faster than they respect love, so you borrow for you wear it, not because you're evil, because you're tired of being a show. And now you're on a kitchen here, singing over the sink, and you finally up on your dad's watch to look inside the bag linked. There's a tiny engraving you never noticed before. 3 words and you swear your heart drops to the floor. But you can't read it fully because the life you give's perfect timing right. The universe loves a cliffhanger, loves a fight. 18, it's like a gavel, cop sirens a hallway that smells like bleach and metal. You're sitting in a chair that's colder than soot, and you realize you became the thing you used to hate just to survive the you. But defend yourself, you're young, you can still turn it around. You almost laugh, you just turning around, means facing the sound. And on the voicemail, your brothers and your dads watched the frozen time, and you've been running so long you forgot what it feels like to be fine. And then the judge asks about family support. You go like scream, empty chair, show up in your head like a scream, shot him right there, right in the moment. You understand something clean, you don't actually wanna be bad, you just wanted the world to stop taking from you for free. So you make a vow, quiet prestige, no dramatic scene. You'll be strategic, not better control it. Mean you'll build something that can't be buried. You'll turn loss into leverage, but not ancient cruelty, because that's the difference between a villain and the king. One destroys the feel power and builds the end of suffering. Before you can stand up, before you can even breathe, your friend shows up outside the courtroom with your curls scarf in the sleeve. He smiles like nothing like a skill, boys, and you suddenly realize this story isn't just about pain, it's about choices, and you're about to choose. Listen, forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It means you stop letting the past keep you random. You don't owe your pain a lifetime release. You don't owe your anger a throne you can release. You're not the bad things, you better stay alive. You're the moment you're finally deciding. Yeah, you're scared you waited too long, but you're still breathing, still building. That's not late, that's strong. 3 empty chairs don't have to be a curse. They could be a compass, they can point you first. That's why I stuck at 10:07. Maybe it wasn't time dying, maybe it was time saying pick a direction. So you go back that night alone, go to the closet. Shoebox still taped like it's holding a hostage. You sit on the floor like you're 10 again, hands trembling, breathing shallow, trying not to break in half again. You peel the tape slow, like there's some in the past, like telling your heart we can look now, like telling fear you don't get the last laugh. Inside is a letter and a photo, and something else that makes your stomach drop, because it connects the call to watch the friend, the missing word, the whole chain. You read the first line and your blood goes cold, because it says if you're reading this, it means you finally found out who really. You breathe make you read that first line, and your head's go numb like a paper got heavier than a loaded gun. If you're reading this, it means you finally found out who really. And the ink smears where your thumb shakes, real ugly. You flip it fast like answers come with speed, but the page is torn right where it should bleed. Missing strip clean, ripped like somebody edited fate, like your lapse of film and they cut the scene you hate. 3 empty chairs flash in your head again, and your chest does that thing like you're 10 again. You look at the photo, it's your family, yeah, but wrong shadow in the corner that don't belong. Saying that your friend outside court is still smiling, holding a scarf like it's proof he's winning. You wanna swing but you don't, you just stare because Machiavelli will tell you rage is expensive, beware. They lock you up, steel sings when it shuts. You learn quick and here, trust is dust. First week you don't say, you listen for stuff. You count breathing, you count threats, you count regret. Somebody says your brother's name like it's casual, and your spine goes ice unnatural. You look around like, who told you that? He shrugs like your pain isn't that big and tap. Balloon on a balloon, the place is amazing. You're walking through it with your heart in a cage. You write the 3 words from the watch in the wall. You swear they change like the letters. You meet a lifer who reads like a priest, quiet eyes and steady moves like peace. He says, kid, you're not built for chaos forever. Chaos is a season, strategy is the weather. He teaches you rules without saying rules, like don't talk first, don't explain, don't play fool. Like you can be kind but never be on. Like your silence is currency, spend it on tone. And you keep the letter folded in your sock like a secret knife, like a ticking clock. You try to remember your mom's ass voicemail word, but it cuts out again right when the should be heard. The universe loves that joke. The universe is a comedian with no soul. You meet a life, you meet a life. You meet a life, you meet a life. Three empty chairs, now it's 3 still doors. You lost the whole choir, now you walk with the noise. That's watch stuck 10:07, but you still grind. If I'm gonna forgive you, you teach time to mind. You don't, you pray, you heal it, sell, you don't get saved. You be stubborn as hell, fortune don't fade, but the pure babe was the prepared. So stop asking for love. Make fear feel scared. 3 empty chairs. Yes, go buying slices. Same meal, same lights. You watch boys turn to ghosts in a couple nights. You learn who's loud for attention, who's quiet for war. And you pick your battles like you're drawing on the floor. You start reading heavy stuff, politics, kings, betrayals. Not because you wanna be evil, because you wanna be stable. In your knowledge is muscle. In here a calm mind, there's a weapon you hustle. One day the life slides, you book on buildings, architecture's blueprints, the way structure is willing. He goes, you always look like you're measuring space. You laugh once small like it hurts your face. That night you dream of a kitchen you forgot you had. Stiletto towels, your brother laughing, your dad leans down with your chin, says what you wanna be. And kid, you goes, no hesitation. An architect, I wanna build things. You wake up sweating, not from fear, from clarity. Like it's so fun to remember it's Saturday. So you start drawing on scripts, lines, angles, doors. You draw a house with 3 chairs on the porch. You draw a roof that doesn't leak. You draw a world where you don't have to be hard just to breathe. Then the dog of truth walks in wearing somebody else's face. Newton made her eyes, old tattoos, calm pace. You see them work on his hand and your stomach flips, cause the max of the shadow in the family pick. You ask casual, where you from? He says a street name that makes your heart go dumb. Same street your dad used to drive past fast. Same street he told you don't ask that past. The guy laughs about a job from years back. Whole family gone clean, no trace, no slack. He says it like a story, like it's nothing, like it's weather. I mean you feel your body separate like your bones leave together. You wanna jump on, you don't. You remember age is expensive, so you do something colder, something smarter. You listen, he mentions a name just once, and you arrive with the name on your shoebox tape, almost not the same. Close enough to be a knife, like truth likes to arrive sideways in your life. You go back to your bunk, handshaking breath in, and you open the letter again, like say it, begin. On the back of the photo you notice pen marks, fan, a number and a symbol like a blueprint's constrained. It's a license number or a badge or a plate, you can't tell yet, but you know it's not fake. It's somebody's identity hiding in plain sight, like your whole childhood was staged in the wrong light. Did you start? You start trading favors for fragments. You learn who collects papers, who's contraband. Not drugs, not blades, you're done with that. They're chasing truth now, and truth in here is a map. Guard looks at you weird one day like he knows your face. He says, you got your father's eyes, and walks away, no grace. And that line hits harder than any thorns, because I wouldn't know your father unless you sit on your bunk and the room goes silent, and you realize the darkest thing isn't it, it's desire. It's the idea that somebody planned your brief like a strategy, like your Philly voice in your head like a knife with the calm down. Power is loud, power is what's hidden. So you keep drawing, cause if your life's got engineer, you're gonna learn engineering. You're gonna build your way out, even if it's low, even if nobody's there. You stop fighting for recognition, stop fighting for direction. You stop chasing fear, start chasing correction. You wait 10:07 on every page like a signature, not a curse anymore, reminder. Time froze so you could choose. You build routines like walls, push-ups, reading, doing no calls. You learn to breathe through anger like it's mauve. You learn forgiveness isn't softness, it's caught in the road. Some nights you were talking to 3 chairs, quiet. Look, I'm still here, I didn't quit. And for the first time, you don't feel haunted, you feel guided. And one morning, you get parole paper in your name, and your knees almost buckled like you don't understand. 10 years inside will erase your whole drive. You walk out and nobody knows your name is alive. But before you leave, life will start you at the gate, sets you something for it says, don't waste. It's the missing strap from your letter. He says, from the years ago, though you meet it when you're better. Flow closes, our heads open and the strip past one sentence that changes everything. Your father didn't die because he was on the key. 3 empty chairs, now you carry them light. You don't need a crowd to know you're right. 3 empty chairs, now you carry them light. You don't need a crowd to know you're right. That's why I struck 10:07, but your mind moved on. You've been building in the dark, now the door's unlocked. You step outside at 28 and the air feels fake, like the sky got upgraded while he couldn't escape. Phones look new, streets look colder. Everybody moves fast like they got nothing to shoulder. You check contact, empty, no mom, no dad, no brother, no crew. Your girl's gone, your friends, just a rumor with a grin. Ay, you got one bag, one watch, and a strip of truth folded thin. Ay, you walk past the window and catch your face again. Oh, the eyes still sharp, but there's something steady in them. You think about that kid in the kitchen smiling, same architect, and it hits you. You can still build a life that they didn't expect. But then you read that strip again, standing on the sidewalk, and your blood goes cold because it isn't just bad luck. It names a person, not a ghost, not a theory, a person, and the name of someone you've heard outside before. Because across the street a man turns his head like he recognizes you, and on his wrist is the exact same watch model, same scratch, same shape, and the engraving. You can finally read it in the sunlight, and it says, you get out and get out. You get out and the street looks polished like it got rebuilt without you. Cars got screens, kids got futures, everybody moving like they got a schedule too. And you're standing there with a plastic bag life, watching your palm make a dead little knife. You try to smile at strangers, but your face forgot how, like brazen touching mouth to stay neutral. Not proud, you walk past cafes and see families doing normal, and it hits you in the ribs, sharp and formal. They got houses, careers, ring strollers, who got a dick and missing in a head full of folders. Your whole life from 10 to 28 went by like a swipe, like someone skipped your childhood in one night. You sit on the bus and you watch your kid laugh, and you almost hate them for having what you never got back. Not because you're evil, because you're human, cause grief is a thief and you're tired of losing. You will check your reflection in the window glass, and you look grown but you don't feel past. You feel tame, you feel like you left the room for a second and came back different, like the world kept breathing. You got paused mid-sentence. At night you were in a tiny room that smelled like bleach catching rain. In silence it's harder out here than change. No count sign, no yard call, no cell noise. Just your thoughts loud like they found a voice. When depression creeps in, not dramatic, just cold like a 1 hour. With a hand in your throat, you lay on the mattress in the ceiling. Looks familiar, same crack playing, same feeling, same feeler. You scroll your phone, see your classmates, random weddings, babies, promotions, smiling. And you wanna be happy for them, you really do. But your chest is a locked door, and you lost the key to. You whisper and by, then you catch yourself. Cause Machiavelli would laugh at that phase. My hype is a story people tell to stay tame, but still you can't sleep, oh, you keep waking up at 10 or 7 every single night. Like the watch is dead, but the moment is alive. And you beat about the scream to chairs, how you carry them inside you like a private prayer. Lay outside, freak us around more alone. Because freedom is loud when you got nobody to call home. I can view you try no more clothes, but your eyes keep scanning exits like you're trained by ghosts. They ask, where were you those years? You joke, you lie, you swallow tears. They say we'll call you back, they don't. You walk outside and the sky feels blank. You're not angry, you're empty, that's worse. Anger is fire, empty as dirt. So you go back to the old neighborhood, just to check and the house is gone, like it never existed, like it's respect. There's a new building and who can't ignore. You stand on the sidewalk like so power's nothing to the floor. You get it just a laugh and it almost right too clean, because it sounds like your brother in a dream. You close your eyes and you see it laughing on the table, asking you soft, won't you wanna be like you were stable? And kick you in just like ain't clear as a bell. An architect, you open your eyes like them wide hell, but you don't finish that thought because the world doesn't care. The world only cares when you feel something that stands there. So you tell yourself, quiet, okay, one break, but your hands are shaking, your mind is sick, not crazy, just bruised, like you're learning daylight again. And this too you. One evening you're walking, no plan, just noise in your head. And you spot a man sitting calm on the bench, like he's not being chased by regret. He looks up like he expected you, like this is scheduled. And you hate that, because nothing good ever felt scheduled. He nods at your watch, doesn't ask, just says you keep breaking it 10:07 because you're stuck in the moment you won't face. Your stomach drops, you don't even answer. He continues like he's reading your life off your posture and anger. He says you think life is thoughts, it's not. That he taps your chest like now like feeling is the secret. Not what you want, what you believe you already are when nobody's clapping. You almost laugh, almost, because it sounds like hope, and hope feels like a setup. But his eyes don't sell, his eyes don't beg. His eyes will be like someone who survived and didn't turn to lead. He says you built cages in your head to stay alive, not build rooms. He points at your hands, you're an architect, right? And you freeze because you never said that not once, not out loud. You step closer, who are you? He smells like the question is the wrong door. He says if you keep feeling behind, you'll stay behind. If you start feeling ready, you'll notice doors you've been blind to. Then he stands up real calm like nothing matters. He drops something in your palm, a small metal piece of watch part, and all his scratch faint. The rest of the engraving almost readable. But you look up to ask him again, and he's gone like he was never there. No footsteps, no goodbye, no explanation. Just the bench empty like one more chair in your collection. You stare at the metal pulse, loud hands trembling, and for the first time in years you try to feel something on purpose. Not anger, not fear, something else, something dangerous. You close your fist around the watch piece and you whisper, feeling is the secret. Then why does this part say built for and not the rest? Because right then your phone lights up. Because right then your phone lights up with a number you've never seen. And the first message says, find me out now. We can talk about what really happened at 10:07.